To last night's main event on the Vegas Strip, leaders of the Republican Party may be breathing a sigh of relief after Donald Trump declared he would not wage an independent campaign for the White House. The Donald, in his own words.
I am totally committed to the Republican Party. I feel very honored to be the front runner, and I think I'll do very well if I'm chosen. If I'm so fortunate to be chosen, I think I'll do very well. Polls have come out recently say I would beat Hillary. I will do everything in my power to beat Hillary Clinton. I can promise you.
And in interviews after the debate, Trump again saying there was, quote, no chance he would run outside the party. These comments may represent a departure for Trump, who has threatened to bolt the GOP on multiple occasions. Now, Bill, I know you mentioned you've got the Donald on your show tonight. Do you take him at his word?
Yes. Yeah, I've known a guy for 30 years. He's not lying.
So there's nothing, Andrea...
I'm not even asking that question.
Really?
No, because if he says he's not running, he's not running. And look, Trump's in it to win it. He knows he can't win a third-party run. He knows it. But so why does he want to do that?
But he's also said things, Bill, like when he started out, he said, I'll get out of the race if I start slipping in the polls. Now he says there's nothing that would take me out of this race. I will stay in it to the very end.
Because that's what voters want to hear. They want to hear that he's committed, and they know that if he makes a third-party run, they'll lose the White House to Hillary Clinton. So he has to say that for the Republican Party. He also signed that document with the RNC.
Yeah, but he knows he wouldn't win on a third-party run.
He's not going to win. He's a smart guy. And I also think in the beginning he did it. He came out and said, well, maybe I will, because the party wasn't being very fair to him. And frankly, they're still not. They channel more money and more fury for Donald Trump than they did President Obama over the weekend when he's releasing Gitmo terrorists. I mean, I have to tell you, sometimes I'm profoundly disappointed in the Republican Party, and I really hope they get their act together, because the establishment, Sandra, has not been credible this time around, and it's disappointed a lot of conservatives like myself.
All right, so he did say what people wanted to hear last night. He won't run as a third-party candidate, and he can beat Hillary Clinton. He reiterates that over.
You know, just to kind of take it up from where Andrea left it right then, I mean, this also forces the establishment and the RNC to capitulate to what people are saying that they want. He is not tone deaf to that. And not only does he want to win, but I think he also wants to help people have that bigger voice. And he knows that he can do that. He knows that by sticking with the Republican Party, albeit despite whatever they may be doing behind the scenes, and we don't know all of that. But it's interesting because he does give a bigger voice to people, and maybe, just maybe, they'll be heard even if they try a contested or a brokered. Although we heard yesterday from Reince Priebus that they probably won't.
And will he get the support from the other candidates that stood on the stage with him last night?
I don't know. I keep thinking about who would his running mate be and how would that all work. And for a minute I thought, would it even be possible that he could be a vice president? Donald Trump, and I thought, like, that went out of my head as fast as it came in, so I don't know.
I think Geraldo is going to be the number 2. Coming off the
No, I thought maybe Ted Cruz.
Geraldo and Trump Rivera ticket, because he's got to get Hispanic Americans, and Geraldo's half Puerto Rican, so that's I think Geraldo.
That's your strategy.
But I thought maybe
Geraldo.
Ted Cruz, and that's why they're not sparring.
Well, Ted Cruz did stay away from going on the attack on Donald Trump last night.
Early this morning, Bill, the story breaking that potentially Jeb Bush is weighing whether or not to come out and say that he would not support Donald Trump if he gets the nominee.
I think that would be foolish, and I don't think Jeb Bush is going to do that at this point.
So why are they floating that story?
Because they want attention. Who's they, anyway?
Well, his people.
People?
His people.
Folks? Is anybody?
The folks, as you call them.
I don't believe that for a second.
Speaking of